As Ukrainian naval forces looked on, Russia moved in. Pro-Russian militias storming the gates of Ukraine's naval headquarters, breaking in, redecorating, putting new security in place. In Washington, NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen called Russia's aggression a wake-up call.
This is the gravest threat to European security and stability since the end of the Cold War.
Rasmussen compared Russia to a bully and said Moscow's actions have forced NATO to suspend planning a joint escort mission to destroy Syria's chemical weapons. And while NATO is open to dialogue, he said the security of member states is paramount.
The North Atlantic Alliance has not wavered, and it will not waver.
It was a message U.S. Vice President Joe Biden also delivered earlier in Lithuania to Russia's nervous Baltic neighbors.
As long as Russia continues on this dark path, they will face increasing political and economic isolation.
At a meeting of the UN Security Council, U.S. Ambassador Samantha Power took another shot.
Russia is known for its literary greatness, and what you just heard from the Russian ambassador showed more imagination than Tolstoy or Chekhov.
Accusing Russia of rewriting its borders. A White House spokesman also warned Wednesday that existing sanctions and new sanctions in the works would ensure Russia pays a high price. But Russia remains resolute. Its constitutional court Wednesday approving legislation allowing Russian President Vladimir Putin to put the finishing touches on the annexation of Crimea. Meanwhile, Russian lawmakers brushed aside threats from the West.
Any sanctions that they might impose against certain Russian officials is just a tiny vengeance, and it won't achieve its goals, because according to our legislation, officials cannot possess money or other assets abroad. And if they don't want to see us there, then we do not really insist on going there.
Russia cementing its hold on Crimea both with force and with symbols. New lettering in Russian on the facade of the Crimean Parliament building, a sign of the times. Jeff Seldin, VOA News, Washington.